this is really drawn in stark contrast, the difference between people who have and the people who have not. And one thing that I believe is shocking to many, and I wonder if you would have predicted it, is the fact that during this terrible time, billionaires have actually added to their wealth at a time when so many people are living paycheck to paycheck. Is this something that of course, Senator Sanders knew would happen in a time
I think
like
not just me, but I think economists in general. We are, and one of the issues, Seth, that you're not going to hear too much in Congress or on TV, frankly, is the issue of income and wealth inequality. And as you've just indicated, it has been exasperated by this crisis. So we're seeing billionaires seeing their wealth increase by hundreds and hundreds of billions of dollars, while the most vulnerable people in this country and working class people in general are living in desperation. I mean, hunger in America is now widespread. People are worried about being evicted from their apartments. Where do they go? What do they do? Unemployment is higher now than it has been for a very, very long time. So this issue of growing income and wealth inequality and the power of the billionaire class to influence politics, they spend huge amounts of money to elect candidates who represent the wealthy and the powerful. This is a fundamental issue which we cannot run away from.
Whether it's fair or unfair, a lot of people are counting on you to convince the progressive wing of the Democratic Party to support Biden. You've been very vocal in your support of him. Is he someone that you have had a good relationship with over the years? I know your politics are obviously different, but how do you like him as a person?
I have known Joe since I got into the Senate in 2006 and worked with him when he was vice president under Obama. And I have a good relationship with him. And as you've indicated, it is no great secret that we have very different political views. Joe is more of an establishment politician, and I'm spending my life taking on the establishment. But I am going to do everything that I can to see that Biden is elected president, because in Trump, we have not just somebody who is a pathological liar, but somebody who does not really believe in democracy, who has very strong authoritarian tendencies, who is a racist and a sexist, and a homophobe and a xenophobe. And this is somebody that cannot be, in my view, reelected for the health and safety of this country. So I'll do everything I can to support Joe to make sure that Trump is not reelected.
Have you been happy thus far with the amount former Vice President Biden has reached out to you and other progressives in the party?
Well, what he very kindly did, what Joe did, is agree to a set of task forces, a half a dozen, who are currently wrapping up their work, actually, as we speak, working on some of the most important issues facing the country, the economy, healthcare, education, climate change, immigration, criminal justice, etc. So Biden was very good about reaching out. We have brought into these task force some of the strongest progressive voices in America. He has strong supporters of his, and they are working on ways that we can come up with real solutions to the enormous crises facing this country, and I've been pleased by that.
I want to end on some positive news, because it's so hard to come by these days. The Supreme Court ruled 6-3 yesterday, basically making it illegal for employers to fire someone based on them being gay or transgender. Were you surprised, happy? What was your reaction?
I was very happy, and a little bit surprised. It's no great, everybody understands that the conservatives dominate the Supreme Court 5-4. And that we had Gorsuch and Roberts coming around on this issue was very, very pleasing. And I think as we fight for a less discriminatory society, where we treat people as who they are as human beings, not the color of their skin, not their sexual orientation, not where they were born, this is a major, major, major step forward for the LGBT community, and I think for the United States of America.
Well, I will say what I said last time we talked via Zoom. I hope the next time's in person.
So,
And if not, we will make it work this way. It's always a pleasure, Senator.
well, keep up the great work, Seth. Thank you.
Thank you.